Hello boys and girls, my name is Yoshi. Currently chilling with Bowser here, trying to play some true 100% playthrough of Mario Kart World for Nintendo Switch. In the last video, which will be up by now probably, we restarted the Moon Rally on Mirror Mode, as you can see. We're now moving on to the worst rally in the entire game, Spiny Rally. I believe the last did this one. This one ended up being weird. I think if you watched my videos, Golden Rally on 150 took me like 3 tries before the 1.2 patch, and this took me another couple of tries, mostly at the beginning and some near the end. And Spiny Rally, for some reason, only took me 1 try, which was really strange. I honestly don't know how that happened, but I wonder, can we do this again on Mirror Mode too? Can we get this on our first try, or will we have to cut out some stuff? We don't know. We'll just see what happens and hope for the best. I guess, in case anybody hasn't okay, I guess I'll wait. That, I think I already mentioned, but yeah, I'm playing Bowser in a lot of these missions too. Anyway, I guess I should mention, there is definitely a strategy to beg some of these races to get more powerful items, but I guess I should explain more. What makes Spiny Rally so tough in the first place is just because of how little there are shortcuts, really. That's really all it is, really. It's such a hard track series to get, and just doesn't have... Part of what makes this rally so difficult is there are literally 0 shortcuts beyond that first section that we see here. Like, once we get into this ice section, there are no shortcuts for a good, like, a minute or so, which is pretty much this entire second section. So if you are behind going into this section, it is very hard to make a comeback and actually get first into this section. So you pretty much have to rely on a lot of RNG to get through it, and that's why a lot of players don't like it, because comebacks are really hard to do. Although Bowser's extra speed makes it easier in some conditions, I argue this is probably where he would have one of his bigger disadvantages. Because if you had more acceleration on your character, you would at least have a way to get through all this. I'm just gonna chain these all. The biggest problem seems to be whenever I get food afterwards, I can almost never make a comeback. Like I said, this mode is just really trolly. He just hit himself with his own item. Oh my goodness. Okay, we did not get a good item set. We're pretty much already screwed here. Or, actually, wait. Okay, that is what I call Mario Kart clutch there. We actually nailed that snipe on Mario. See what I mean though? Like, you pretty much, if you get behind, you pretty much have to get lucky and, like, get a snipe on characters, which isn't easy, but at the same time is also easier because there's not as much road to do, but, like, part of what makes that so bad is, like I said before, there is literally no shortcuts. So if you fall really hard behind, it is really hard to actually get first into that section, because not only is it really short, but it's also has no shortcuts, and that's why people hate Spiny Rally so much, because of stuff like that. Like, if that was in any other run, I would have already had to reset. We actually got pretty fortunate with our items that we had to use them there. Like, if I had not sniped Mario there, that would have been a reset. I do hope that this run makes it, because that will be probably one of the sickest snipes I've ever done. At least non-online. I haven't even started online yet, so I haven't really gotten to experience that yet. That is definitely one of my best snipes. I really do hope that we can complete this run. So that would suck. We get messed up in the end. But yeah. Anyways, I argue for those specific reasons, Bowser actually can be somewhat disadvantaged in that section because he doesn't have much acceleration. So if he gets hit once, entire section, it tends to be very hard to catch up for there. Of course, there are ways to get around that. I guess I forgot to mention there is one random cheat you can do in this mode for some reason. At least, and you're playing any mode or in an online, you can actually still rewind. I'm surprised they haven't taken that out. But yeah, they literally have the rewind still in here. So you can actually use that to avoid items, and you'll still maintain most of your regular speed. That's really important to do as Bowser, someone who doesn't have great acceleration. But if you watch my 150cc video, you will know that I obviously do not like playing cheats, so of course we are not going to be using any rewind, because that is just unfair and not in the true spirit of Mario Kart at all. But also, you could probably argue the same would also go for if you, like, use too many shortcuts or something. But those are also a part of the game, so it's like, if you have a problem with that, then you might just want to get better at the game, really. That's all I can say to you. Anyways, it's the first part, the first two checkpoints in particular, the second checkpoint being the deadliest of all of them, probably, is the main reason why people hate Spiny Rally, just because it's literally almost impossible to come back if they're at least a good distance away, the AI. So, yeah, it just gets really awkward. It's also very easy to lose your read because of that, since the AI do not have many obstacles to avoid. Now that we've gotten out of that section, the rest should hopefully be smooth sailing from here, though this still isn't an easy set of races. We still have to get to the other race size. The ending also is a bit tricky too. It's like, lots of straight lines means also not really many room for shortcuts. So again, we're just kind of straight here. Although, starting here, this is where Bowser really starts to have his advantage. Now, if you ever play as Wario, he would not have a speed boost here. He's in the water, so he would want to go on dry land instead. Okay, for a bit longer, just in case there was a boo. Let's get out from here so we can avoid those greens, and we're just getting these. We need a double line set. This is a really cool section to do fast, but it can be really random sometimes. You just kind of trick here and hope that you get tricks. I'm really lucky there. For some reason, I tricked a lot more than I usually do. Most of the time when I do this section, I cannot get any tricks at all. It's just a weird one. You might have noticed, yes, I am drifting more because I feel like a lot of the dynamic difficulty that used to be in this mode, where it got really tough if you drifted all the time, I don't really care about it anymore. And besides, I think the AI I think that is actually probably one of the nerfs, because I feel like the AI did not get smarter when I drifted more near the first part. So, as long as we, like, place good and not drive into the off-road like we just did there, we should be fine. Okay, well, we definitely have a bigger lead this time around. I'm not going to go for that on here, that just looks really wacky. There is a whale you can ride, and it does save quite a bit of time. I did not get to learn that enough, since I haven't been playing this strat much, since most of our time has been spent just doing these knockout tours. But anyways, thankfully we got that on our first try, so good to know that this rally did get taken care of on the first try this time, which is good. Of course, we still haven't even played half of the intermission races. If I had made a video on that would probably take way too long, because there are so many that are just to the same track or something. It's kind of crazy. You have a whole mechanic based off of intermissions, but when you combine those and the regular tracks make up only 1/7 or so of the actual track number, if you consider intermissions tracks, whereas there's over almost 200 intermissions, which is ridiculous. Why couldn't they just make more regular tracks like that? Then Mario Kart Deluxe would be even better if it had that many tracks somehow. Anyways, thankfully we were able to get that done on our first try. Which means, looking at it now, we should be halfway done with all these. Yeah, alright, so in the next episode, we will be using the same combo again and trying to do the next series of cups on mirror mode, or rallies on mirror mode, that is, starting with the Knockout Tours Cherry Rally first. Until then, I'll see you guys in the next video. Comment, rate, subscribe for some more content, and I'll see you guys later. Bye. Actually, wait, before this, I want to check something. Do we still get stickers? We do. So there are some ones that we are missing, but they're just from the random collectibles now. I don't know how many more we have left, though. It seems they just come randomly whenever you get a Peach medallion or something else. So, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Comment, rate, subscribe for some more content, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.